Hey guys, to answer the title in the question, hold on. To answer the question in the title, first and foremost, no, I didn't, but you can keep watching this video if you feel like it. This is going to be another solo commentary type video, not on a stream highlights thing. I don't do this very often, so this is my second time doing this. Yeah, I have the original version of Atomic Cannon given to me by Lieb, and of course, you know, the verified versions on the servers. A lot of people beat it. I mean, to be honest, Atomic Cannon has gotten pretty good reception as far as I'm aware, but every time someone plays it, and especially mentions to me that they play it or anything like that, I go like, ugh, that level. Not that I hate the level, but I feel like it could have been verified better. But you know what? I think everything could be verified better. There's nothing that I would consider perfect, even my favorite levels. Everything is person by person basis, different for everyone, but I'm gonna go through and show you some of the things that I definitely regret myself, and also give you a little bit more backstory, because I did stream Atomic Cannon, but this is when I just got back into streaming, and this is before I made videos, so there was never any Atomic Cannon content to be made. Until now. This is the Atomic Cannon content video. So yeah, let's just get started. I have a copy of Atomic Cannon here, which is just the old version and the new version overlaid. And I'm just gonna go through it and show you everything. Everything that's white means it's the same in both versions. Anything that's blue means that's the new version, and anything that's red is from the old version. So as you can see, this is actually technically the first buff in the level, and Lieb might go around and tell you that I nerfed the first click when actually I made it harder. Well, I actually didn't make it harder. I just made it, and I'm gonna use this word, I made it better, because before, if you clicked too late, you could get past the spike, but die here, and I thought that was annoying, so I was like, why not just make the top spike bigger, so you die to the top spike right off the bat. I made it better, okay? But if Lieb ever tells you that I nerfed the first click, I made it harder. Technically, I actually didn't make any difference. Okay, and here's the first, another difference. This orb is from the old version, this orb is from the new version. This red orb timing used to be so ridiculously hard after the blue orb double click, so I made a huge nerf to that, and I might have added that spike and that one, but it's not important. You can already tell that God, there was a lot of buffing, and I'm gonna explain to you why right now. Basically, Lieb wanted this level to be mainless. Like, he had a difficulty expectation, or at least he told me that he wanted it to be a mainless, and I didn't want to disappoint. It wasn't mainless when it was originally given to me, so it was basically my job to fulfill his request, because I'm a good verifier, right? I super buffed most of the first half, I would say. I would say most parts in this level are just harder, but it's mostly in the first half, and it's mostly in the drop cube. So like, it's like 25 to 50. I don't think the buffs were bad. This cube was really, really easy before, and I mean that. Like, Lieb has no concept of what a main list is, really, like how hard it's supposed to be. And I understand that. He's a creator, not a player. I don't even know what his hardest is. But yeah, I buffed the hell of this part, and luckily it was not too hard to buff, because a lot of the spikes were small, and there was lots of open spaces for platforms to be added. Or did I say platforms? I meant spikes. As far as buffing goes, it was easy to do it without adding like shitty fixed hitboxes. Not trying to throw shade at anyone in specific, but yeah, it was quite easy, especially with the saw blades. Saw blades are easy to move around in the air, and I think I did honestly a pretty good job with this part, though there's a couple things I don't like, and I think a huge thing I don't like is about to show up. This 49 yellow orb is my single biggest regret in Atomic Cannon. Look at this click before. There's a saw blade down here, a saw blade up here, and I was like, no, that one's going there and that one's going there. Why did I make it this tight? I don't know. You know, it's obviously not like a top one timing, but I would say it's notably harder, at least it was for me, than other things around it. And here's another thing about verifying levels. It's hard to tell if something's a you thing or if it's going to be an everyone thing. And people think verifying levels is going to be easy. Here's an example of a verification kind of gone wrong is Cybernetic Crescent. Technical has gone on record many times. The parts he found easy were hard for other people, and the parts he found hard were easy for other people. A lot of people consider Cybernetic a bad level, badly balanced, not fun, me included. But people need to stop blaming verifiers on everything, because to Tech, it was a great experience, and he did not run into issues that other people ran into, so whose fault is it really? You can't really put blame on anyone. It just kind of sucks that it happened, you know? And that's what kind of happens with a lot of things, is maybe sure there are a lot of things that are verifiers' faults for being bad, but if there's anything I can tell you, don't just blame the verifier, because I'm sure 99% of the time a verifier doesn't want for the level to be bad. In fact, they probably want the opposite. A lot of people don't get chances to verify something, and when they do, they want it to be a really good level for other people. But, you know, it's not going to work out great for everyone. And a lot of people seem to just throw away personal preference and think everything in gameplay is objective. No, obviously not everyone's going to give everything a 10 out of 10. You know, we live with that. This is kind of more what I wanted to make this video about. More the verifying process in general rather than this specific level. But yes, this is pretty much the only level I've been tasked with making harder. So it's definitely a unique one. And I've verified a lot of demons more than the average player. Even before I made any videos, like I got a surprising amount of verifications compared to other top players around me. I'm not sure why. Maybe I'm just likable. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm better than anyone around me at verifying, but I'm very grateful that I've been given opportunities. Okay, here I am at the last ball. I would say that this big ball is the only part that is actually easier in the final version than the first version. And a lot of people say the final ball is maybe the hardest part of Atomic Cannon, at least from 0. And I can see that. I didn't die there that much myself, but I told you guys it's easier than it was initially, but most of it's the same. But that's just a testament to how hard this ball is in the first place. Everything else needed super buffing, and this ball needed to barely be touched. I mean, there actually are some small buffs here, but I don't think anyone's talking about these clicks. I honestly thought I nerfed this more than I did, because looking back on it, there's only 2 tiny nerfs, and then there's 2 tiny buffs. So I basically just rebalanced out some of the clicks, but it's still extremely hard. Though I'm not mad at myself for leaving this hard at all. I'm definitely a person who likes there to be hard parts and levels and easy parts. Not like super unbalanced thinking space, although I do like thinking space, but that's unrelated. I don't like the idea of well-balanced levels being like the standard. Everyone goes on and on about every level should be like well-balanced and things should be balanced. Trust me, levels are way more interesting when there's hard parts and easy parts. If every level is perfectly balanced, gameplay becomes boring. Playing the game becomes way more uninteresting. Like, there's so much you can do as well with like tension and a build-up and release when it comes to difficulty in the gameplay, but obviously things have to be well done, so you can't just blame everything that's unbalanced on, oh, but tension and release or some shit like that. It's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying that it can be done well, and I don't necessarily believe that everything should be fair, like straight out flatly balanced in every level. No, I don't believe that at all. And there you go. That's Atomic Cannon. Atomic Cannon. Yeah, I really want to make this video on mostly verifier insight that I feel like not a lot of players know of, especially, you know, top players who just want to say that everything's bad and it's the verifier's fault. This one's for you. Though if you are saying that, you're probably not going to change your mind based off this video, but I think not a lot of people can speak from my position because it's already rare enough to verify an extreme demon, let alone like I have like 5 list verifications right now. So yeah, if any creators want to make that 6, you know, hit me up. I think it might be 4. But anyways, I'm not going to say I'm perfect and I shouldn't be blamed for anything, but honestly guys, at the end of the day, it's a game. The verifiers are people too. Let's chillax a little bit and let's have some fun playing the game, okay? Okay, I've got nothing else to say. I was just gonna go through this level, and that's probably it. I don't do these types of videos often, so I just want to say thank you. I just hit 18,000 subscribers today, so that's cool. I know a lot of you liked my hard coins video, which is basically the same thing as this, me on my own. Actually, it's not the same thing as this, but it is me on my own, so no Twitch chat to bounce off of. Hope you liked my soothing voice for however long this video ends up being. And using that copy I just played on, I made a little side-by-side comparison video of the full Atomic Cannon, nerfed versus unnerfed, or I guess it's old versus new, or even buffed versus unbuffed. I made a video. I'm gonna put that right at the end after I'm done talking, so if you want to watch that, you can, and pause and look at all the little differences. I encourage you to do so. Special thanks to Lieb, I think that's how you say their name. They kind of make videos like that all the time, comparing old versions and new versions, and they made a tutorial on how to do what they do, and I used that for this video, so, you know, I couldn't do it without them. So thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.